There is an unalterable law governing everything and every being that exists or lives. I may not deny the law or the lawgiver because I know so little about it or him. God, to be God, must rule the heart and transform it. It is proved in the transformed conduct and character of those who have felt the real presence of God within.
You must be the change you wish to see in the world. Many of us have heard this, but who said it? This would be the man who dedicated his life to searching for ultimate truths, Mohandas Gandhi. Gandhi brought peace into the lives of many, and I am here to share his story. Mohandas was born in India in the year 1869 into a world full of violence, wars, and human injustice. He was the fourth and last child in his family. He was quiet and experimented with cigarettes and stealing. However, he always confessed. At the age of 13, Gandhi married a woman named Kasturba through an arranged marriage and had 4 children with her. Their first son was born in 1885, but died after a couple of days. Both of his parents died by the time he was 16, and his mother left an especially inspiring impression on his memory. He left his wife and sons as he traveled to England in hopes of becoming a lawyer. He lived a simple life as a student and even became a vegetarian. He was later asked to travel to a Transvaal province. He had first-class seats on the train, but he was still kicked off by a policeman after refusing to move to third class. This inspired him to stay and fight discrimination rather than returning to India. For the next 23 years, Gandhi would work to better the lives of Indians in South Africa. He fought for human rights with his weapons of choice being truth and nonviolence. During the Boer War, he formed the Indian Ambulance Corps. His support brought attention to the poor treatment of Indians. Back in India, he was greatly influenced by his friends and books. He became very close friends with a man named Rai Chand Bai and another named Gopal Krishna Gohale. They all shared similar views on truth and morality and shared the same heroes like Buddha and Socrates. He was inspired by books given to him, including Unto the Last and The Kingdom of God is Within You. He would even paraphrase Unto the Last in his own writings and teach from it. Gandhi wanted to purify his life and decided to follow a vow of abstinence of sexual relations, even with his own wife. He then worked to resist the Black Act, which required Indians to be fingerprinted and to have documents with them at all times. Protests and violence broke out over the act. Protesters were beaten, arrested, and went on strike. It took 7 years, but Gandhi proved that one could be successful with non-violent protesting. He always wore a white sheet and sandals and encouraged others to do the same, even make their own cloth. He used fasting and other techniques for public appeal. During this time, the First World War was coming to a close. Gandhi began to fight against the British Rowlatt Act and led the Salt March to nonviolently protest British laws on owning salt. Gandhi fought for human rights with his weapons of choice being truth and nonviolence. On January 30th, 1948, Gandhi was walking with a crowd. A young Hindu man turned around and bowed at him. Gandhi bowed back and was shot 3 times by the man, and then he fell to the ground, although he had survived 5 other assassination attempts before. Now it's your turn. You can spread peace and buy the Gandhi 2013 Peace Kit. This kit includes inspiring quote cards, an I Heart Gandhi t-shirt, an aerobic therapy candle from Bath & Body Works, a simple plain white sheet, a puppy, and an Academy Award-winning 30-step instructional DVD on how to play the triangle starring Morgan Freeman. Gandhi has done his job, but now it's your turn to be the change you wish to see in the world.